Morning, guys. I thought I would talk a little bit about your mental state and weight loss. And of course, this is all these videos and information that I'm gathering is from my personal 20 years of experience as a American woman that has, like many of you, tried 1,000,004 diets. I have been every weight that you can possibly think of. And I'll say that one of the biggest moments that I had, which was achieving a goal that I had and thinking it was going to solve a bunch of problems, and then it didn't. And that sent me into a eating disorder spiral. So yeah, that sucked. So that's why I kind of want to talk about when people start a weight loss journey. I think we start thinking, and it could be over a breakup, it could be, any of those major life things that happen, and it's probably more geared towards chicks, but I've known a million people that have done it, and they go straight to, let's dye my hair and get a tattoo and lose some weight. I've done all of it, don't worry, and I still do it. This is going, back to college, which was just a year ago. Not really. Anyway, and I set myself up on this super strict diet. I will never forget, it was like a moment. And I literally, it was the day that I had made the goal weight, which, these goal weights we kind of arbitrarily, for the most part, just make up in our heads from whatever belief we have. And I walked out and I received a bunch of attention. It was very immediate. It was a very weird movie moment that will never happen again. But what I'll say about it is that mentally I was not prepared for that change in what appeared to be my reality. Now, I just watched a Tony Robbins video. He talks about once you begin to think about something, how, you start to see it. Like you want a Porsche, you start seeing Porsches. Insert that. But that's really what happened. In my brain, I achieved this goal, and ergo, I was more willing to receive it mentally and energetically. That's all that happened. But the point is that in my little young mind at that moment, I don't know, other girls, let me know, but in that moment, I'm a pretty alpha female, and I took that as very much as taking a submissive place in society. The situation was like I got hollered at by a bunch of dudes. I still don't know why they do that, but that's fine. In some reality, it worked. I don't know which one it was, but somewhere a guy hollered at a girl outside of out of his car, and she was like, "Oh my god, I totally think you're cute." It worked once, and the whole man race thinks that that's what they're going to do now. But back to the point. At that point, it made me feel like Bambi in the woods, very vulnerable and not okay. And I literally couldn't, these are Stephanie issues that obviously, I've journeyed through, but at the time I really couldn't handle that. That is where I started, it was almost like subconsciously, well, not almost, it was subconscious, that I then began to eat as much as humanly possible. It's like I wanted that protection back of the weight. It's messed up, right? I mean, it's weird what we do to ourselves mind-wise, but that's kind of why I wanted to address it. I don't know if you're a college chicken watching this, or I don't know if you're where I'm at in life, or I don't know where you're at. I wanted to bring that up because it's so much more a mental thing. Another time was years later, because again, it's been a journey, as it still will continue to be. Once again, got to the goal weight, and I was like, all my problems should now be solved. It's weird because you're like, I think having a healthy weight and mind, body, and spirit does so much for you. But it's not like, I'm gonna be skinny and then Brad Pitt will finally call. He'll realize Angie is trash. Probably not gonna happen. I'm an actress, so I was like, then I'll finally, Steven Spielberg will finally, Stevie, where have you been? He's like, you finally lost that 10 pounds. No. So it's got to be for you, and I think that also applies to the long term of it. If you're doing it for something else, that will not be strong enough at the end of the day, in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, to get you to keep going. That's why I think one of the biggest things with weight loss, with health, if you can look at it as, I want to be healthy, And I know I've said this a million times, and I'm sure you guys want to virtually punch me, but if you can think of it as it is an overall investment in my life, meditation is an investment in my health. You know, again, the circle, the little circle of life, like Simba. So I just want to talk about that because, again, these are things you're not prepared. Be prepared. People are going to look at you differently. It's the same way when you gained all the weight. You know, when you walk in and you know you've gained weight and someone hasn't seen you in a while and they give you that reaction face of like they don't mean to give it, but they do. And they're, you know, it's almost like they shame themselves and they're like, I'm sorry, I saw your extra weight. and you saw them see it. It's a whole thing. They're going to do the same thing as far as like, oh. And it doesn't mean that you are, you know, a better human unless that's what was your overall goal, right? Let's talk about the mental part of it. It should be a big goal. Like, that's why they always talk about it's got to be a lifestyle change. And it's got to be that, or else you're going to yo-yo, which is damaging to your body, which is damaging to your mind. You know, again, the circle going the other way. Think about that. If you're starting a weight loss program, really ask yourself, why? Why am I doing this? Because if it's for Brad Pitt, or if it's for something that in 30 days will probably not mean a lot to you, take another look at why you're doing it and find the real reason. And hopefully you can come to the place that I think hopefully we all get to, which is like, damn it, I want to sleep well. I want to feel better. And I'm sorry, yes, mentally as a human, going into your closet and being able to wear all your clothes is an achievement. Alright guys, that is my morning rant. Thanks for watching and I'll talk to you later.